You have tattoos,
Yes.
but not on your face.
No.
Why no face tats for you?
Why face tats?
Some people get them.
Not interested.
For you, is it never ever?
Never ever.
And why not?
Not interested.
What's your opinion on face tats?
They're cute on some people.
It's 2022 now. What do you think about somebody that has no tattoos on their body at all?
Him. Good job.
You did point to someone off camera. Care to share who that person is?
Oh, my choreographer. He doesn't have any tattoos.
And care to share his name?
Roweography. But don't try to steal him.
Now, Ro, you don't have a mic on, but we can still hear you faintly. Any reason why no tattoos for you?
I just never been a fan of getting the needle stuck. Getting stuck with a needle.
I have a tattoo right here.
For you, is it never ever?
For me at this point, never ever. Yeah.
Tattoo right here. I have a tattoo right here. I have a tattoo right here. I have a tattoo right here.
Do you remember which tattoo was your first one ever on your body?
Yes. Let me see if I can pull my sleeve. I have this tattoo right here of my best friend who died. That was my first tattoo.
Remember what age you were at the time?
14.
And any significance on the location of your first tattoo? Why that part of your body in particular?
Just because, I don't know, they told me that this would hurt less right here. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get one, but it doesn't need to hurt.
Now, technically speaking, when you were 14, were you still in middle school or high school at that time in your life?
I was expelled from school. I think. Yeah, I was expelled. So I was homeschooled, but I never really did it. But I did it sometimes and ended up passing.
Do you remember what grade that was when you get expelled and homeschool starts?
High school, as soon as it started.
And you never attended high school ever? It was just always homeschool for that portion
After
of your life?
that, I went back to high school after I got out of juvie, but I was like, it was so much drama and I was on house arrest and so many girls was like trying to trip with me. So I was like, I'm just gonna go back to homeschool.
Care to share the name of the high school that you end up attending at some point?
Mojave High School in Las Vegas.
And how far did you get with it?
About a couple weeks. A few weeks.
Right, and then you go back to homeschool.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you end up graduating that whole scenario there?
No.
Are you considered a high school dropout?
Yeah.
And why that decision making there?
It was just a lot of going on in life, and I had to really, I couldn't really, it wasn't really a decision. It was like this or this, like I had to really figure out my life and my situation, and I didn't have time to focus on school and do other things. But this year was my graduating year. And I plan to still graduate this year. I just have to make up on a few credits because it was like I stopped going to school like a few months before, probably like 5 months before graduation. So I just really got to make up credits. I want to, you know?
And this year is 2022 that you're speaking of.
Yes.
Now, back then when you were 14, getting that tattoo for the very first time, were you the youngest in age in that area with a tattoo?
No. There was kids younger than me, 10, 11, like, tattoos.
Was this a
Face tattoos at that.
What about when it comes to females? Were you the youngest female at 14 with a tattoo, or
Probably. I don't really know.
was
I
this
didn't really pay attention to a lot of other people. I really just stayed to myself. I've always been a, what is it, introvert? Yeah.
Was this a professional tattoo artist at the time or an amateur?
I'm not sure. I'm not anyone. I wasn't in a shop or anything. It was just on the streets.
Did you have your parents' consent before you get this tattoo done by any chance?
No.
What was any of their thoughts when they saw it for the first time?
They didn't care. I was already taking care of myself. Like, it's not, they wasn't around. I didn't have any parents around to tell me what to do or what not to do. It's just me and my siblings. So we did what we wanted.
And previously, you did mention in another portion of questions that you end up living on your own. Well, technically, you end up living with your sibling of your sister at 15.
No, I lived on my own. I got my own apartment and she came there for like 2 days. But after that, I was there all alone the whole time up until I was just now 18. I just gave my apartment in Vegas away and moved out here.
Could have sworn, maybe I'm mistaken, but I could have sworn you said something like it was the intention of it to be you and your sister.
Yeah. So, my intention was to live with my sister, but she got there and it was kind of like she felt like less than because she was living with her younger sister. So she decided to leave.
And you did mention the person you got a tattoo of was someone that passed away.
Yeah.
How did they end up passing, if you don't mind sharing?
December 24th, 2018, my best friend, he got killed in a gun, shooting. He got shot.
And when it comes to this best friend of yours, do you remember how you two first met?
Through my sister. Him and my sister was dating, but he always stayed around even after they dated. And he always looked out for me, and we became like best friends. Like, he always called on me, checked on me. And, him and my sister, they still were like in love and stuff. So they stayed like on and off. It was just, he just stayed around.
Did your sister ever feel some type of way of that relationship between you and her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend at the time?
No, because she knew that, she knew his heart. She knew that him and her, they broke up, but they were like not really broken up. But she knew that he was just a good person and he just wanted, the best for me. And she knew that I loved him like a brother,
Wasn't trying to, and respectfully I ask this, wasn't trying to use you as some sort of tool or pawn to remain in your sister's life after they broke up?
No, he definitely did sometimes, but not like that. Like, he would call me and to like try to sneak over there and see her and stuff like that. But no, his intentions were like he loved me like a little sister, and he had such a big heart. Like, he was really one of those people who were just good, and even like he would call me and not even talk about her. He would call me and talk about his new girlfriend, like right before he died. And like, I want you to meet her, sis. Like,
Was he trying to use you for inside information on your sister?
No. He can just get it from her. They still talked all the time.
Just curious there.
Yeah.
And how soon after your best friend passes away do you actually get that tattoo?
December, January, February, March. Probably around February, so like a few months.